values, love of God and family and country. He's been a victim of the same corrupt system that I have been and my family has been. He is committed to providing economic opportunities, helping those suffering from addiction with long-term inpatient drug programs, rolling back deadly bail reform policies that are getting our children killed every single day, and supporting our police. We back the NYPD. We back the blue.
New Yorker Madeline Brame might have given the best convention speech, the best speech ever in support of Donald Trump that I've ever seen. She spoke in the second night of the RNC under the banner of Make America Safe Again. Her son was an Army vet who served in Afghanistan who came home and was murdered in New York City. If that wasn't bad enough, Alvin Bragg, who was the prosecutor on the case, basically let the guy off that murdered her son. And yes, that's the same Alvin Bragg that prosecuted Donald Trump. If you're wondering how great her speech really was, don't take my word for it. Tom Luker says, big guy on Twitter, Donald Trump and RNC gave a standing ovation for my Madeline Brame, a woman who lost her son to violent criminals that Alvin Bragg refused to prosecute and allowed to roam the streets of New York City. This is the most powerful speech of the night. I believe you will agree. He goes on to say that I knew Madeline during my time in Blexit, which is basically the black exit from the Democrat Party. I was state director of Tennessee while she was state director of New York in 2021. She's been a fighter for a long time, and she does an amazing job keeping her son's name alive. I am so proud of Madeline. And after you see her speech, you're going to be proud of Madeline. Greta Van Susteren, who used to be on Fox, made her name during the OJ trial, has been a lawyer, big-time lawyer for some times, agreed with this guy's tweet. He said, probably the most powerful speech I've ever seen at an RNC. How many voters did she just turn MAGA after this, y'all? And Greta says, I agree. I have covered conventions for both parties since at least 2000, and her speech is the one I will never forget. Charlie Kirk says, an extremely moving speech by Madeline Brame tonight. Everyone should see this, and you're about to see it. The Daily Wire says, Madeline Brame shares her story at the RNC on how violent crime and lack of support for law enforcement have affected her and many other everyday Americans. This tweet, Madeline Brame hit Alvin Bragg so hard last night that it might make the history books. Every American who lives in a city with a soft-on-crime district attorney owes her a big thank you. Indeed they do. And this one is from James Woods, the actor. Just when I thought I couldn't loathe Alvin Bragg anymore, Madeline Brame made it crystal clear that he is vermin of the lowest order. What a speech. God bless her. And if you get a chance, you can go to the New York Post and you can read the story that they posted about her. This is Madeline Brame, mom of slain Afghanistan war vet murdered in New York City, blasts soft-on-crime Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. It was an amazing speech, and I think once you see, you'll agree.
My son, Sergeant Hassan Korea, an Afghanistan War retired veteran. He received enemy fire from the Taliban, only to be murdered with a knife on the streets of New York City. The four assailants responsible for his death initially were facing justice, but that changed when District Attorney Alvin Bragg was elected. Suddenly, two of the homicidal maniacs responsible for my son's death had their gang assault and murder charges completely dismissed. One of them received 14 months time served. Alvin Bragg charged her with assault with a shoe. And another one was sentenced to 7 years. I later learned that Alvin Bragg often dismisses and reduces dangerous criminals. He wants to clear the jails and return violent felons onto our streets every day. The injustice was devastating for me and my family. I don't want anyone else to experience the senseless pain that many other victims across this United States of America have to live with every day. So I decided to use the voice that God gave me to be the voice for the voiceless across America. We need justice for victims, and we need accountability for prosecutors who fail in their duty. Soft on crime prosecutors like Alvin Bragg in New York, Kim Fox in Chicago, and George Gascon in Los Angeles have turned our great country and cities into war zones. Poor and neglected communities like mine are suffering. And who else in here is sick and tired of being sick and tired? The Democratic Party that poor minorities have been loyal to for decades, including myself, all right? They betrayed us. They stabbed us in the back. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who claim to represent us, have abandoned us. They neglected the poor minority communities across America. But mine eyes have been opened. Just like so many other poor minorities across America. Donald Trump shares our values, love of God and family and country. He's been a victim of the same corrupt system that I have been and my family has been. He is committed to providing economic opportunities, helping those suffering from addiction with long-term inpatient drug programs, rolling back deadly bail reform policies that are getting our children killed every single day, and supporting our police. We back the NYPD. We back the blue. Back the blue. NYPD, black the blue. Trump was right when he said, they're after us. He's just standing in the way. And guess what? He always will. That's why I'm standing with him today. Let's make America safe again. Donald J. Trump. Thank you, and good night.
I told you, she was amazing. Absolutely amazing. She really brought the house down. The amount of fire she brought forth in that speech was just simply stunning. Great speech. Thank you, Madeline, for your words.
Judge Napolitano here. Did you know there's a silver shortage? Former Wall Street analyst John Rubino predicts the silver shortage could cause an imminent price spike. Listen to this.
So that silver shortage we've been predicting for such a long time is finally here. Solar and electric cars are using up all the metal that is out there, and then some, and that's going to spike the silver price in the next couple of years.
I used to own just gold. Now I also own silver. Why should you consider silver? Find out of the Silver Shortage Report, and my trusted friends at Lear Capital will send it to you for free. Lear is whom I trust whenever I buy silver.
Get your free Silver Shortage Report and see why experts believe silver prices are set to soar. Lear Capital, over 25 years in business, thousands of 5-star reviews, and a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee. When you call, ask how you can get up to $15,000 in bonus silver. Call 800-601-5430. 800-601-5430.